Today's show is brought to you by visitlauderdale.com.
It's 85 degrees, it's sunny, and it's boat show week in Fort Lauderdale. I'm with Neki Mohan, Visit Lauderdale edition of the Lunchbox. And where are we, Neki?
We are at the Southport Raw Bar with owner Buddy Sherman, who started here as a busboy how many years ago?
About 46, 7.
And we can attest that today is like the best day ever.
Well, this is great because it's a meeting of two local legends in a way, and I didn't realize that you guys have never actually
never met.
And, you know, I've been coming to Southport since even before I was a Fort Lauderdale resident, before I came to the Sun Sentinel in 1989.
Yeah.
When I would visit during the spring breaks and stuff, I had a friend of mine said, you got to go to Southport Raw Bar, and then I saw those famous bumper stickers. That's, what did they say, buddy?
Eat fish, live longer, eat clams, love longer, eat oysters, last longer. I don't know if I got them in the right order.
Hold on, how many oysters am I in?
Those are guaranteed.
It's date night. So I'm already one in, but no, this is amazing. Like I feel the excitement of the boat show here today.
Well, this is the kind of the best place without being there because the Barrier Island, a little crowded this week. I mean,
Yeah.
we got so many people in town, and now we're getting hit with shrimp left and right.
Yes.
Kind of love this.
Looks like a shrimp fest.
This is a raw bar, and we got some of the oysters. We got some of the steamed Old Bay shrimp. We've got all kinds of stuff. The mahi platter, some of the fantastic items that you can find every day here at Southport Raw Bar. Again, a local institution for almost 50 years. And why don't we tell people, before we get into the boat show and how crazy it is, well, what's as a restaurateur, what's your feeling about it? You love-hate relationship or
The
all
boat
love?
show, well, listen, I was just saying about how we are in the best state right now. The best weather, and we have the world's best boat show. I mean, it's going off. You can't get any better than this.
No.
This is, this is the $1 million view right down here. You look down this.
And it'll cost you about $1 million these days. So it's a good thing you've been here a long time.
Yeah.
Oh, it's all good. And tell us a little bit about, well, the story. I love the story about how do you go from being a busboy to becoming an owner.
Well, it only takes 40-some-odd years. And I gotta tell you, there was a few.
Overnight success.
Yeah, it was overnight success. Kind of the American dream because I came down here on a Greyhound bus.
From where?
From Toronto. I came here.
That's why Buddy's so nice. He's Canadian.
I know. It makes sense now.
But I can't drive.
Well, neither can any South Floridian, really, right?
You fit right in.
Yeah. So, no, I came down here on a Greyhound bus. I was freezing one day and came down when I was 18 years old and started bussing tables here. I was lucky to get a job as a busboy because there was no busboy.
Wow.
It worked out very fine, but it took quite a long time to get there, and a lot of anguish. But now I'm on Easy Street.
Oh, nice. But you stuck with it. Why'd you stick with it? What'd you love about it? You could have done a million other things. You were 18. The sky was the limit.
Yeah, you know what? I came in here, and I'd never been a big seafood guy coming from Toronto. If I was a good boy, my mother would get me a filet McFish from McDonald's. So that was the highlight of my seafood experience. I sat down, I came in, and Van Morrison was playing Moondance on the jukebox, and I was like, wow, this is great. I had a bowl of clam chowder. I didn't have any money, hardly. I had a Miller High Life draft and a basket full of crackers. I made myself a porridge, and I was like, this is just great. And I got the job, and then that was it. And I just stayed doing that. Kept the same thing going over and over and over again.
And obviously, this is a very boat-friendly place. You're on a canal, right? And people can just pull up on their boats and on the weekends, or how does that work?
They used to have there was a guy who did a story on us, and he had this credo. He said, we're the mighty mingle with the unwashed. Because you would sit here with Wayne Huizinga, at a table over here, and then you'd have some guy that's washing boats over here.
Right.
But there was no pretentiousness.
No,
going on.
it was like one of these places where blue collar, white collar, the high powered lawyers, the guy who just got sprung from jail. That's the beauty
And
of
sometimes
Southport.
it could be any of them.
Yes,
Sometimes they could be one and the same
Actually,
in
the
this
same.
town.
Yes, actually the same.
But no, and I've always felt comfortable coming in here for years and years. It used to be a late night hangout.
Yeah.
You'd have the late happy hour. Now, of course, we get older, and during the pandemic, you shifted to the breakfast from the early
so
crew, right?
when we had the curfew, I just realized that we were going to close, and I kept thinking, not much is going good after midnight. You know, it gets a little different these days. So to give my staff hours, I opened up in the morning for breakfast. And I just changed it to the way I live now. I get up earlier,
Yes.
go to bed earlier.
Yeah.
So it worked out perfect for us.
This is the natural flow of life. And I actually was in here this morning for breakfast, and it's been a
So
while.
what's on the menu for breakfast?
You can ask Buddy.
We have poached eggs Benedict. We have an oyster omelet.
Do you have a crab cake, eggs Benedict?
No, we can get there one for you.
Yeah.
No, they're very friendly. Their specialties, and I've become an expert. Love their shrimp and grits for breakfast.
Yeah.
They
Ooh.
put some melted
We're gonna
cheddar
have to come
cheese
in.
on top.
You know, my partner's a Southerner, and he makes some great
They're
shrimp and
good.
grits.
Yeah.
They're
So-
good. They're legit here, and I
All
pour a
right.
little
Yeah.
of
We have to come in and
Tabasco or
visit.
hot sauce
Yeah.
on it. This
Hot
morning
sauce
I
is
had
always close.
the Eggs Benedict Southport, which is a little twist on Eggs Benedict. It comes with bacon and also spiced shrimp. And they make their hollandaise sauce from scratch.
Yeah.
The hollandaise is exceptional here. I
Yeah.
mean, you wouldn't think of Southport necessarily for breakfast, but it's become one
Mike,
of my
I
go-to
got to tell you,
spots.
I had to stop coming here for breakfast every day because I was in stretchy pants. You know what I mean?
I think we're all wearing stretchy pants during
It was
COVID.
getting to the point where stretchy
Well,
pants.
if you eat the eggs just by itself, it's good for
Yeah, right.
you. With the fish and the shrimp.
You sound like my mother. She said, well, at least it has milk in it. Like I'm eating a chocolate bar. Well, at least it's got milk in it. You're okay.
No, but the eggs by itself is good. It's when you throw in the toast and the grits and the cheese and the biscuit. Do you have a good biscuit? You guys make a good biscuit?
Oh, we don't do a biscuit here yet. You know, because
yeah.
of my body style here, right?
Yeah.
This is awesome. This is awesome.
But the thing is, the place can be very keto friendly later in the day when you just come in and you could just get your mahi platter and you could hold the rice and put a little steamed vegetables.
Well, you know,
I guess, or
we
you got the
are
shrimp.
keto friendly. When I put the liquor license in here, I had people just going, "Thank God I could have a Tito's. Thank God."
Liquid lunch. Keto and Tito friendly.
I'll have
then.
Tito's. What would you like that with? Ice.
Yeah, and I'm very happy because you know how many years I've known you and that I was hawking you like, when are you going to get full liquor? When are you going to get full liquor? And when the day finally arrived, and I could actually have a Bloody Mary with this stuff because I think seafood and raw clams it goes great.
Absolutely.
Besides with the cold beer.
Absolutely.
So how's that been working out?
It works out great. I bought that liquor license. I was dying. I was having dreams of girls making pina coladas and doing rum floaters on top, and I'm like, we've got to make this happen. We have to make this happen. It's important to give people what they want. You know, before we were dictating. You know, you got to have a beer. You know, I don't really drink beer. Well, I mean, that's what we got.
Right.
So now we can actually give people what they want. Well, except for biscuits. We can't have a biscuit here.
When you first arrived here, this town was known as Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah.
It was the height of the spring break rowdiness. But now, of course, it's a little bit different, change of pace. We still get the spring breakers.
The demographics are different now. Fort Lauderdale was a sleepy little town between Palm Beach and Miami, kind of, a little city, little thing. But now it's full blown. It's on here.
I like to call it grown and sexy.
Yeah.
You know, because we have like a laid back luxury lifestyle here.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I like. I walked in and there's an immediate vibe here.
Yeah.
You know, people from all demographics,
Yeah.
all, socioeconomic, but everybody's just chilling. There's a T-shirt, there's shorts, and that's what the Boat Show Week is all about.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You know, they were selling a
Absolutely.
lifestyle.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah,
As they fly in on their private jet and wear their flip-flops and their T-shirt.
But that's the thing. In this place, you don't know who's the billionaire with the 240 meter mega yacht and who's the guy who's driving in the old
you wouldn't believe some of the people I've met here. I had a guy ask me for years, why don't you come on over and we'll have dinner? And one day he's like, come on, I'll take you out for the Air and Sea Show. And I'm like, listen, I'm not going to be bobbing around on a little boat out in the ocean. He said, I'll pick you up in the little boat. We'll take you to the big boat.
Oh,
yeah, well, now you got my
He picked you up in the tender. He picked you up in the tender. Okay, so tell me some of the most famous people you've seen here.
Okay, Mariah Carey.
Oh,
Mariah Carey.
Mimi.
George Siegel. Hall & Oates.
Did
UB40.
Did Gene Hackman hang out
No,
here?
not Gene Hackman. George Siegel, Burt Reynolds was doing a thing. Paul Newman came in, wanted to do a movie here, something about Harry. They ended up shooting it at the Cabana years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, we've had a lot of people in here.
Yeah.
We've had presidential candidates here.
Oh, wow.
That's
I'm not going to mention his name.
That's all right. You know,
But,
It's
yeah,
all good,
we
but
try,
hopefully.
we try to stay apolitical
That's
here,
it,
but it's
apolitical,
okay.
absolutely,
It's all
absolutely.
good. And
Yeah.
he's so good Canadian. He stays out of
I'm
the
Yeah.
way far away from
That's
the
the best. You know what?
politics.
We could all come together over a good meal.
Yep, absolutely.
And a good beverage.
Absolutely,
and
absolutely.
A great vibe, and that's what this week is all about.
Let me ask you this. What's your usual order when you come in here, let's say, for lunch or
Well,
dinner?
you know what I do is I'm a big fan of this fish.
Yeah.
Okay, and I like a fish, and since now that I'm a little older, I'm going to have a little salad with the fish. I like to
What kind of fish is that?
That's a mahi.
Yeah.
Mahi.
Yeah,
Blackens.
we sell tons of this. We sell 100 pounds of this a day.
Wow.
Grilled oysters started when I was in New Orleans, and I was at Drago's at the bar drinking martinis. I'm watching these guys making them. I'm
yeah.
eating them, and I'm like, wow.
The grilled
I go
oysters
like,
are great.
what is that? And how to? So we started doing it here, and they've been a very big hit here.
Yeah, because you got your little barbecue pit area
Yeah.
there where you make your, what do you call it, the damn good burger?
The Damn Good Burger was an idea when Chuck Steakhouse was here. I would buy all their trimmings. They would make hamburgers. They couldn't sell enough hamburgers over there, and I called it. It started out as the working man's burger. So that guy that wants to spend like $10 for lunch could have a $5 burger, $2 iced tea, and still tip. Well, of course, Chuck's meat prices all went up, everything went up, so now it's a damn good burger, not the working man's burger.
So, let me ask you a little bit, because you're a boat guy. I've seen pictures of you fishing. I mean, do you have your own boat, or you
No,
just go with-
I like to go with the friends with boats is better.
That's
Oh, yeah.
I'm a big guy of classic old cars, so if you ever see me driving around, in one of my big old cars, that's what I...
Oh, let's see, get that.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm new to this.
Yeah, no,
Very
it's
new.
all good.
You're
You're
doing
good. You're
well.
natural.
You're doing great.
You're good.
You're doing great. Tell me, like, is everything you serve here caught
No,
locally?
not locally. There's no way they would be able to sustain all that. And you see, you look at these shrimp, and all these shrimp are the same size. Now, if they do a boat run, you're going to get large, small, all kinds of stuff like that. They don't cook the same. You can't cook them,
Right.
So
love
what you
these
want to
spice
do?
ones, the
You
chilled
try a little bit of
spice.
the cocktail sauce with those. You like that?
Yeah.
You got ketchup, horseradish, a little Worcestershire.
Nice.
And if you're real good, I'll get you a finger bowl. Yeah.
I got the cold spice shrimp.
Yeah.
I love
I
these.
got a napkin. I'm good. I'm good. This is all delicious. I love the fact that you guys have been talking so much. I've been eating. I've been eating. The Old Bay
Get
is
your
on
mic up.
point
There
here.
you go.
Yeah.
No, we're having a great time here. Visit Lauderdale Boat Show Week. Buddy Sherman, Southport Raw Bar. I guess one of the things I love when I come here, especially on a colder day, which not that often, but you do that mixed soup.
Yeah, half
Tell
and
people
half.
about the half and half
So
special.
what happened is, after you've been in a place so long, so many years, you have people that just they come in, they have the same thing, and they're very consistent. They have the same thing every day. And then one day they just go, well, I like something different. So they started mixing the clam chowder and the conch chowder. It's kind of like the yin and the yang, right?
Oh, wow.
One is a cream base, one is a tomato base. And it hit off. So you were getting the best of both worlds. You were getting that cream texture with a little bit of the tomato. And you had the conch and you had the clam in there. So it was a big hit.
but
Guy
how do you-
Fieri in here. Have we
how
had
do you-
Guy Fieri in here?
Yeah,
We got to get triple D.
No, we just
One
did
of
some
these-
with
Lisa
Lisa
Petrillo
Petrillo
is
just
coming
did a
out.
little
That's
show here.
awesome. Yes, yes.
Taste
Lisa's
of
great.
the Town. That's going to be coming up
Yeah,
soon. And
Friday,
it's about,
yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, I think it's great because, again, it's not pretentious or, it's not the most
it's good.
fancy
You want it-
setting,
yep.
but it's
You're
just
getting a good
if you
meal.
want basic
Local
raw,
independent restaurants are a thing of dying breed.
Yep.
Because the big ones come in and they just boot it all out. Corporate.
Right.
My employees have my phone number here.
Yeah.
They can call me.
Yeah. And Dave, you said a lot of them have been here for 30 years.
Yeah. I mean, we're generational here. I have people come in here, say their parents bought them here as a kid, and now they bring their kids here. I mean, that's generational. You get people fly in from Wisconsin. They walk in, they go, thank God it hasn't changed. Why? Because we like to have the same
But I also happen to meet you. Give people, veterans, a chance that they come in. I met somebody this morning working her first day at the bar.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, brand new.
And,
It's a busy week. You
I
gotta be
introduced
fully
myself.
staffed.
She goes, "We all know you."
Yeah, and
I think she's going to do well. If she knows who the boss is,
Yeah.
she's going to do well.
Good start.
she's a veteran from all kinds of different
Yeah.
establishments
Yeah.
around town.
Yeah.
So always get the seasoned pros
Yep.
here.
Yeah.
And, of course, some of the people who are rest in peace. I mean, at Big Al, we loved him. And I can't remember how long it's been since he passed.
It's been years. So Big Al was a fixture here. And the funny thing about Big Al would be was if you didn't know him and you came in at 6 o'clock when his shift started, he was kind of grumpy. Could be a little rude because he was up all night drinking.
Right.
He would warm up about 9:30, and then by the time you guys used to come in from the newspaper, he was just on fire. Just just on
quick
fire.
Quick with the zinger.
Oh,
and more importantly, quick with the beer.
Yeah,
on
he could.
draft,
Yeah, he
so
would
that was
down
good.
drafts. Yeah, so that's.
And he had it easy. It was pre-liquor license, so all he had to do was pour the draft beer and not put too much of a foamy head on it. And,
absolutely.
He would. Again, that was part of the whole thing that made the this place feel like home, and that's what you get here. It's it's got that neighborhood feel, but with an international clientele.
Yeah.
I mean, you see people, and you see that bumper sticker everywhere,
All
right?
over the world. Yeah, you know why? Because
gonna have to get one.
they were free. So they traveled like little hayseeds, The sailboaters travel all over the world. The boaters, they just take them and they put them up. And now I got like bumper stickers all around the world, right? So I got them. I just did something on Instagram. They're on the Eiffel Tower, in Gibraltar. They're all over the place. Just.
That's awesome. I mean, and that markets our destination because you know what, people want to, they want to come here, and if you say you're coming from places like Wisconsin or whatever, they want to come to somewhere that feels like here. They don't want to go to the same restaurant they've gone to in many different places.
Yeah, you don't want to come from like somewhere out of state and going.
To a chain restaurant.
Yes, to a chain restaurant.
Yes.
I don't want to say the name,
That's
but
the politically
you could,
correct thing.
You could actually go to the same chain restaurant in Houston or, Nevada.
Yeah. And
Doesn't
those
really
have
matter.
their place too.
Absolutely.
But these, we have to make sure they stay.
The independents. Yeah,
Yep.
the independents.
How do you stay? How do you? What's your staying power?
What's my stay? I have a good core group of people, and they row this boat. I don't hardly work as much as I used to. I mean, I come in after 40-some-odd years, and I got 2 daughters, so that keeps me pretty busy. But they run it, and I trust them. And one of the managers is now a partner. Made it so that she can be involved.
Oh, great.
So, if you have skin in the game, you treat it a little bit better.
Yes.
Yes.
That's good, and that's the thing. That's how Buddy came up through the ranks. He got a break through some of the other partners, and now
He was doing Undercover Boss before they had that television show. Started from the bottom, now he's here.
That's it. There wasn't a job that I haven't done here. Not a job.
Well, and you couldn't do if you needed to.
Now, my first actual job in Fort Lauderdale was making hotel beds at the Lauderdale Beach Hotel.
Wow.
Because I came down here thinking I was going to be a bartender, but they were just hiring cute girls. And as far as if you were a guy, you had to be someone's brother, cousin, or something to get in.
Right.
So I was making hotel beds. And that was during spring break. And they would say, buddy, take another 4 cots up to room 29. I go up there. I'm like, how do these people live like this?
Oh, my God. I don't even want to hear the stories.
That was the days of the wet T-shirt contest.
Oh, my God, yes.
But those days are over. I mean, everybody's gotten more sophisticated. I mean, you talk about that, that casual but sophisticated vibe.
You go to bars nowadays, you see bartenders with torches and a piece of cedar and a cup, and and I'm sitting,
Smoky
I'm going, that's wonderful.
They're not bartenders anymore; they're mixologists.
Yes,
exactly.
But here,
yes,
you still got bartenders in this joint, and that's why we love it. And now Southport. I guess when is going to be the 50th anniversary?
We were going to do it, and the thing is, last time I did it, it shaved about 5 years off my life. So I like to take a nice long sabbatical. Think about it, because last time I spent like $10,000 just on lighting.
For the 40th or
for the 47th or something, 43rd or whatever it was.
Yeah.
I went crazy. I had a stage out on the water. I had a stage over here. I had a production company. I had all this stuff, and it was really great. But by the end of the night, I was gibberish. I was just, I was toasted, toasted.
But the nice part, you keep putting money into this place. I know you did the facade up top, so when people come in by boat, they see the
we did the neons, just did all brand new docks. Took about 2 months, and it only takes time and money. and you can get anything done. We don't want to change too much. I call it the nip and tuck. So we like to keep the basic thing going the same way, but just update little things.
That's very on brand for Fort Lauderdale. We all like a nip and a tuck. What can I say?
How does it work if somebody wants to come by boat? Do they have to ring in advance, or they just kind of pull up and that's it? If there's a spot
it's first come, first serve.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't rent out the docks. People want to rent the docks. I don't rent them out. They're for our customers. I'm very keeping it the same way. Carmine, the original owner, Carmine and Mickey.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace. Those guys that brought me up through the ranks. Keeping it very much like how they had it, and a tribute to them. That's why I think they entrusted me with the keys to the castle. Is to keep it going this way. And the building, we own the building now. Carmine's son Patrick and myself own the building and the business, and we keep it the same. Like I said, with a little nip and tuck, a little adjustment.
Well, I'm glad that independent places such as yours
They're few and
are
far
still
between.
around. I don't know if you heard, but I guess Le Tub is in the midst of being sold.
Yeah.
What?
And that's one of those places.
Yeah.
We
Closing is
love
supposed
Le
to be
Tub.
on Monday. It's staying local. It's this restaurant group that owns a couple of places up and down that Hollywood Intracoastal, Gigi's
I have to
Waterfront,
go down.
Tiki.
Yeah.
But Robin and Stephen, who were the majority owners after the original owner passed away, and that's a cool story because he left it to the longtime managers and employees.
Yeah.
And now Robin and Stephen have gotten older. They're retiring up to Ohio.
Yeah.
And they're about to do the closing, I think, on Monday.
Yeah.
And we're going to see what happens if this
On
new
Halloween?
restaurant company, trick or treat.
Well, we hope it's a treat.
But no, I mean, but Le
I
Tub,
love that place. I have to go down to Hollywood this evening for an event,
Tub
and I'm
is-
not eating at the event. I'm eating at Le Tub.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Le Tub is one of those places like Southport Raw Bar
Yeah.
where people have gone from all over the world, and it has that distinct
Yeah.
South Florida, Fort Lauderdale
Yep.
flavor
Yep.
where,
Yeah.
you don't
Yep.
see that every place.
And it
I
was
could-
on Oprah, so I mean, you know.
I could tell you I've been approached 1,000 of times
I'm sure.
by people and people in that same
Little
kind
bit
of group.
valuable property.
Yeah, but I got 2 young daughters. I got 2
College
young
is
daughters.
coming.
Oh my God, I don't know what I'm gonna do. She's already talking about a car.
Oh, I'm there too. I'm there too.
yeah.
Mine just got a learner's permit.
Yeah,
Mine has the full-fledged license. She's turning 17 in 2 weeks, and
Wow.
she's just hawking me every other day for the car. I said,
Yeah.
I've got my car. It's
Yeah.
a beautiful car.
Yeah.
You could take that one. Oh, no,
Yeah.
I want a new car. It's like,
Yeah.
you
What
go
are they
work.
thinking? Do they know
and
what
you
cars
keep
cost
saving
today?
saving that
Do they
money.
know what insurance costs?
insurance is where it's going to get you.
Yes.
Buying a car is the the initial. It's like buying a house. Buying a house is the easy part. Keeping a house going, keeping
Yes.
all of that happening.
There's a
It,
reason why they call it homeowner.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
M-O-A-N-E-R,
Yes.
homeowner. Every time that
Yes.
other
Yes, it's
something
you-
else
Right.
goes
You have no idea how relevant
wrong.
that is today in my
Yeah.
life.
And Lubie on the sidelines today, our producer, he's in the midst of that whole
Oh, you are?
selling and buying a new home and moving and renovating.
Well,
And
make sure you
yeah.
get a free lunch today,
Yeah.
Lubie,
He's
because
in-
we
You're
know
gonna probably
you need it.
you're probably stressed out. You might need a massage and probably a little cocktail.
he is stressed. But hey,
Yeah.
is it time to take a little
It's
break?
time to
I
take
have
a
no
little break.
idea what time it is. It is just one of those days.
Listen,
which
it's the
is-
right time.
it's
Thank
the
you very
right
much.
time. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was a pleasure to
I'm
be
going
here.
to,
Yes, no, I'll
Yeah,
be back
no,
for
you go
breakfast.
hobnob
I
and
will
do
be
all
back
the
for
things you
breakfast.
got to do
Appreciate-
during this very busy boat
What
show
time do you
week.
open for breakfast?
7 o'clock.
Oh, perfect. Okay,
yes.
yes.
Yeah,
And,
come on in
uh,
for breakfast. They have weekend brunch, so
yeah,
they get the
yeah.
breakfast items
It
till
goes-
about 12:30.
yeah, about 12.
Is there a
12:30.
bottomless? Drink till you're bottomless?
For you there is. Yeah.
But people could always pull down their pants, but you got to pay for every drink here. They don't want to.
I don't want them doing backflips off the dock
I
either.
hear
You know what I'm
I hear
saying?
you. Good point. It's liability. That's why he's still in business.
Yeah.
All good. All right, Buddy
Okay.
Sherman.
Thank you
Southport
very
Raw
much.
Bar.
Pleasure. Have
Thank
a
you for
great
coming
boat
today.
show.
Very
week.
nice to meet you.
Nice to
you
meet
for
you too. Good
hosting
luck with
us.
those teenage daughters.
Beautiful spread. And
All right.
we'll be back on the Lunchbox after these words.
Cheers. Great.
When people come to me and say, Mike, where should I go out to eat? I got guests coming from out of town. Where should we go? Cafe Seville. That's the answer. 2768 East Oakland Park Boulevard. It's a Fort Lauderdale perennial, serving the finest in Spanish and continental cuisine in a cozy, friendly, comfortable setting. Joey Esposito and Sally, his better half, they've been running the place for a long time. It's been open since the 1980s. They got great Spanish classics like paella, shrimp with garlic sauce, and all kinds of great seafood dishes. The stuffed veal chop, oh, that's my favorite. Go to Cafe Seville. It's open every day but Sunday at 5 p.m. for dinner. Tell them that the Lunchbox Mayo and Defo sent you. You like burgers? Do you like wings? Do you like late night food and sports on big screen TVs and cold beer and friendly vibe and great people? Then you want to check out Shenanigans. For 30 years, they've been doing a great job. The original location, West Side, 3303 Sheridan Street, just across from TY Park in Hollywood. And there's the East Side location, 1300 South Federal Highway in Dania Beach. You go to Shenanigans, you get yourself all the good stuff, the fresh fish every day, the black and grilled wings, and of course, the kitchens are open late in both locations. Go there, tell them that the Lunchbox Mayo and Defo sent. Oh, we're back. Hey, we're back on the Lunchbox. Oh, well, I'm going to slide over. We're going to just do this on the fly today. We're very,
Thank you, buddy.
it's a very loosey-goosey day on the Lunchbox.
Yeah,
We're a little
no,
late.
our
We're
kids
a
went
little,
to the same
little
summer camp.
laissez-faire. I'm going to kind of move up all this beautiful food.
All right, so
I
we can
start
talk Visit
digging in.
Lauderdale and boat show stuff now?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. First of all, welcome back. It's been a while since we had you on set.
I needed a hiatus. It was the end of the budget year, so I had a lot of work to do.
Oh, that's okay. We know how that goes. It's like the accountants in the middle of from March to April 15th. Anytime government agencies around that fiscal year, which is September 30th and all the way in October, there's the planning and all that stuff. But
yeah, and it's also the beginning of tourist season, right?
Oh,
and, you know, it's like this is our, you know, fortunately for Broward County and South Florida, we've had a really 2 record years back to back of visitors. But now is the big season where we have events going on. Because look at this weather.
Yeah.
I mean,
Look at this weather.
Spectacular.
Right, it's spectacular weather. So the boat show kicks it off.
And it really is the unofficial start to the snowbird season.
Yep.
You know, some people used to think it was around Thanksgiving. Actually, I started seeing the Quebec plates in my neighborhood in Hollywood and Dania Beach October 1st because you know what happens is they're only entitled to get 6 months of health care from Canadian government when they're in Florida.
Really?
So that's why all the Canadians are here like 5 months and 29 days.
That's
So it's
interesting.
usually October, November, December, January, February, March,
Listen.
and then March 31st, they're out the door.
Lubie, I'm so sorry. I put Tabasco on all of the oysters.
That's okay. We like it hot.
We love
and,
it. No, we love
I don't know if
Tabasco.
you've tried
Yeah.
these. These are like they've
Those
got
are
the
amazing.
Old Bay shrimp.
I had them when they were
They've
warm.
got the steamed. They've got the cold spice shrimp, which are my favorite. All these things that Buddy
It's like
I
sent
a
want a
us.
bicycle.
half and half now. I want the
Nikki
half
has
and
no problem jumping on and eating.
No,
and
it's good.
unlike
I'm
you, she does it
hungry.
classy, which is why Defo and I are big fans of hers. And we adore you, but we're grossed out by you at the same time.
I know.
No. Nobody can
Listen,
be grossed out by
you know-
Neki. You can be grossed out by me, Mike Mayo, because I am the king of. You know what I did yesterday? We were having
Tell
a
her, I
remote
want
show.
her to hear about this combination.
And I know you're not a New York. Well, you are a New Yorker.
She's
at
an
one
everywhere
I'm a
point.
born
person.
New Yorker, actually.
You were a born New Yorker.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry. I was thinking of me. I'm a New York Jew, a Brooklyn Jew.
Yes.
I went to
Brooklyn Trini.
one of our delis yesterday. One of our sponsors, the Grandpa's Deli Cafe
Oh, yeah,
in
in Dania Beach.
And
you go.
a couple of guys who had bagel shops and delis up in the New York area bought Grandpa's, longtime diner and bakery, and kind of put the deli spin on it. Yesterday when we were out there, I had them prepare for me a roast turkey with chopped liver sandwich, and everybody was ragging on me.
Can I
Defo
tell
called
you
me
that
a
I would
freak.
try that?
See?
Well, you're Neki Mohan. You try
see?
everything.
I would
Defo
try
and
that.
I were not the biggest fan of this sandwich. I'm not going
I
to.
love
Try it?
No.
You wouldn't even try
I have
it.
a lot going on, and I wasn't taking the chance of my stomach getting upset, so.
Yeah. I know.
Perfectly good, fresh liver, the turkey right off the frame.
You know,
It was
coming from the
delicious
Caribbean, we
sandwich.
cook every part of everything.
I know,
And practically
I know.
every animal.
I know.
I mean, sometimes you go somewhere and you don't want to know what's cooking. You just eat the food.
Just eat it.
But, you know, I've learned to love liver if done the right way.
No, I think that combination of a little chopped liver with some like that white meat turkey, it just blends well together.
What's your seasoning in it?
Well, in the chopped liver, they use a lot of fried onions, a lot of salt, and a lot of schmaltz, the chicken fat. So onions, salt, pepper, chicken
I might
fat
be with
the
Lubie on
liver.
this one. That doesn't sound
it
good
wasn't
at all.
liver. It's chopped. It's chopped liver.
You
It's
put it
a
with some
Jewish delicacy.
with some tomato and onion. It was great. But meanwhile, today is seafood today.
Yeah.
We're
Old
talking
Bay
about the
is
boat
good
show.
on everything.
This is great.
Old
Okay,
Bay.
so we're
peyote
talking
shrimp
about
is
the
good.
largest in-water boat show in the world.
The
Okay.
chilled shrimp is a little bit easier because you don't have to peel it. And
Yeah.
the boat show, tell us.
Yeah, the largest in-water boat show in the world.
It is a
3
huge
million
event.
square feet of exhibits throughout South Florida. And, of course, head on over to the Fort Lauderdale Convention Center. And, you know, we're really fortunate to have Brightline now. Brightline's doing shuttles from the Fort Lauderdale Brightline station. So come on up. Go to gobrightline.com.
That's
They
amazing.
probably have some deals on there. You know, the best deal for Brightline, though, you know, because my daughter uses it a lot sometimes to go down to school, is if you use it a lot, buy one of their packs. Buy one of their 10 packs of passes, and you'll get it for a fraction of the price. But they're doing special shuttles for the boat show this weekend.
Nice.
You know, so that should
That's
be great.
amazing.
Because
and, you know,
traffic is a
yeah.
nightmare. You don't want to be in your own vehicle.
You're going to be here all day. Pace yourself. You can start on the Brightline. You can start your cocktails on the Brightline.
That's even better.
And you come up here, you take a shuttle, you go down there. We also have an electric service called Circuit. You know, they service the hotels, getting people to and from. Because, you know, we're running out of space. We have a lot of people here, and the more you can avoid the traffic and just make it stress-free. They say go car-free, carefree at Brightline.
And again, allow yourself plenty of time to get around this week if you're going to the boat show, or even if you're just a local that wants to go out to eat to your typical weekend haunt. You got to understand, it's going to be a little bit more crowded this weekend.
Very busy this
weekend. It's going to take longer to get
but
places.
the weather's
it's gonna
beautiful.
Take longer to get served. But once you get seated at a place like
spectacular.
Southport Raw Bar, when you sit out here, and it's funny, I don't
want to go back to work, but I do. I kind of have to.
I brought a group of friends here last week after one of my buddies had a big poker score. We usually have a celebration. We make the winner.
The poker game we never get invited to, Lubie.
Well, it was a big
I don't
tournament
wanna
at the
go.
Hard Rock he won. He had a 5-figure score, and we make him take us out to lunch. And they were saying, where should we go? And I said, let's do Southport Raw Bar. I hadn't been here in a while. And there was about 6 of us, and everything came out fresh. And for like 4 of them, it was their first time. And they all loved it. And I always have a hard time believing that somebody who's lived in this area for a long time might not have ever set foot in here.
Look.
But if you haven't, come check it out. It's one of the places that it just screams relaxed Fort Lauderdale, high quality
It feels like
seafood.
home. And the service is fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, you're looking or sitting next to someone who has, and that's, again, what I love about our segments and why I missed our time with Neki, and what was really cool about each and every week with Visit
He
Lauderdale.
misses watching me eat. That's what he misses.
That's half of it, but the visit.
He's sick of watching me. That's the real thing.
Everyone
He'd
under the
rather
sun,
watch Neki.
every dish under the sun, we went out and about. Look, I'm born and raised here.
Yeah.
But I don't get out as much as you guys were talking about this place and that place. And you learn so much about not only the food, the flavors, but the people.
Yeah.
You know, it's such a
Yeah.
great experience. And Southport brings all that together, it feels
And
like.
I just love the story of Buddy working his way
Yep.
up. It just shows the American dream is still possible, even for Canadians. So it's good.
For everyone.
For
Yeah.
anybody, yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's a lot of things you can do in this country, having grown up outside of this country, that you really can't do elsewhere. But it's also, too, I think the equalizer is hard work.
Yep.
I think that, you know, yes, some people are going to have certain disadvantages, whether it is they come here not speaking the language or whatever. But I think that especially in this economy where people are looking for employees, just a great attitude and good work ethic and being willing to show up.
Right.
You know,
Well, it goes a long way.
and work for somebody like him who,
Buddy's
you know,
always hired good people. He
Yeah.
gives people a chance, whether they are new to this country from Haiti or the Caribbean, or whether they're a high school student who is looking for a little extra weekend, extra
and
money and working
all
on
the
the weekends.
locally owned places I've been to are always willing to give people a shot.
yeah.
You know, whether it's Heiko over at the Riverside Hotel, or whether
Or
it's
Linda at
Jackson's,
putting my daughter to work, and
That's right.
now she's
Or,
out of my pockets for a little bit, which is
or
good.
Louis Bossy. You know,
Yeah.
Louis Bossy hires from folks trying to
we're going to be
recovery.
talking to Louis next week because he's promoting his Taste of Recovery event, and that's
Good.
going to be up a little bit north, so we're going to see him at his northern location.
Delray?
Well, the Delray, the
Boca,
event
right?
is in Delray. We're going to see him at his Boca location, but he's in recovery. I'm a judge at that event. It's a worthwhile event. I love it.
Louie and I
because
have done a lot of work for House of Hope here.
Yep.
Nice.
That's a conversation that it's great to know that your boss has gone through something similar you have, and he helps keep his employees and help them on their road to finding their best selves. You know.
Yeah, Louie's a good cook too, a good chef. He puts out some.
Oh my
really
God, I've
good
cooked
stuff.
with him.
Yeah,
He's
Oh,
amazing.
Yeah, his little.
If he can make me look like a good cook, I don't know if you've ever seen my
He
Instagram.
his own meats, and all the pastas are fresh made in house there. She
There it
pulled
is.
the Mayo.
There
She's
it
eating,
is.
and
That's
at the
Old
same
Bay.
time, she
On air.
got Old Bay went down the wrong hole.
Wow.
This is a good time for me to read the spot for Visit Lauderdale because we
Yes.
are in the new season,
Okay.
and Greater Fort Lauderdale wants you to know that they welcome everyone under the sun,
Yep.
and that means all you foodies out there. So culinary explorers, cocktail connoisseurs, craft beer aficionados, come one, come all, and get ready to savor every flavor, every moment. From dockside dining, like right here at the world-famous Southport Raw Bar with breathtaking views, and then you got the lively cafes along Las Olas Boulevard, to the award-winning chefs serving up every cuisine imaginable, like our friend Timon over at the Catherine.
Yep.
There's just a world-class culinary scene that is waiting for you here. So come stay and play in Greater Fort Lauderdale.
Yep.
Discover the taste sensations at more than 4,000 area restaurants.
Yeah.
That means you could eat at a different restaurant
Every
every
day.
day.
Yeah,
For
and where would you
more
live?
than-
Where would you live?
For more than 11 years, and you still couldn't hit every
I know,
restaurant
but
in
it's
the
also
county.
the time of year for food festivals. As you know, Visit Lauderdale,
Yep.
Food and Wine is coming up.
Yes.
And
Phil
also,
and Kate, we love them. I just
yep,
saw them the
but
other
also
day.
Jerk Festival. Jerk
Nice.
Festival in Miramar, November 13th. We're going to have Caribbean Rum and Food Festival, December 3rd. We're going to have Namaste Festival, December 3rd.
Namaste,
Also,
that sounds a little too
Namaste.
flexible for
Something
me.
we need. It's
I don't
almost
have
something
that
I need
that's
right
in
now.
Pompano Beach.
Okay.
I need that right now.
And, there's diversity from, like we say, the seagrass to the sawgrass here in Broward County.
Yep.
And some of us just eat our way through it. I missed out on that Pepe's place, but that
Friday
food,
we,
that pizza looked
we
great.
rolled out the official Visit
I was
Lauderdale
expecting a pizza delivery, but
welcome
it never
wagon.
came.
I'll
Shoot me
send
a
you
text
one
next
later
time.
in the
I'll
week.
get
we
you a
got
delivery.
we got in good with the Frank Pepe's granddaughter herself, Jennifer Bamonte Kelly, was over there and had a really nice chat with her. We did miss you out there, but we'll
Do you guys want some of these grilled oysters?
I-
'Cause
I think they're all
I'm
neat.
eating my way through
I've
it.
had 'em.
I've
They
already
do
accepted
really
that they're
nice
yours.
work here. It's kind of a grilled oyster. I think
I'm
he
excited
throws-
to come here for breakfast.
It's you know what? It's one of those.
It's not
No,
far
the-
from
I
me.
call
No,
it a
the
hidden
brunch.
gem. It's never that crowded, even on the weekends.
Yeah.
And it's like a perfect spot for a weekend brunch. You come out here and you sit outside, and you can get a mimosa, you get the Bloody Mary, whatever you want. But anyway, back to Visit Lauderdale.
Well,
You
this
can
is all about
also
Visit
don't
Lauderdale.
forget we've got all the thrilling nightlife scene with the craft breweries.
I gotta
along the-
work on that spot
the
for you.
Visit
It's too long.
Lauderdale Ale
It's too
Trail.
long.
It's supposed to be a 60-second spot, but I kind of embellish it when we're together.
She doesn't mind it being long.
There's
She
hidden
means that being long.
speakeasies, rooftop bars, expert mixologists serving up amazing cocktails. It's never-ending celebration of food and drink in Greater Fort Lauderdale, and everyone's invited. So for more information, go check out all the latest events, deals, and happenings at visitlauderdale.com. Nikki, all right, I got through the live read. And yes, it's we're done. We're good. It's let's talk more boat show. Is this event that you ever had to cover when you were in the media at Channel 10? And
I worked here for 20 years. What do you think? I think there isn't anything that I haven't covered in South Florida, which is great because now I'm in this new role where I get to promote. I really, people still call me all the time to find out where things are and whatnot, and not realizing I'm in this role. But, oh yeah, the boat show is quite the production. It's the biggest event we have at the Broward County Convention Center, which it's, we're under construction because we're adding a hotel that'll open 2025, but it's you can fully function in there. You can fully function in there. We have so much going on that's exciting. So this boat show is our biggest event at the Broward County Convention Center.
Yeah, it's also-
and the kickoff is today. And, also all around the marinas.
well, home base isn't the considered the Bahia Mar, that whole tent
Yep.
village there, and that's
Yep.
like quite the scene there because again, you got all the mega yachts docked there, all the
And there's
people-
ways to get from the different locations. You can take the water taxi, which I think is the best
That
way to
seems
see it.
like it's such a fun thing.
Yeah, the water taxi is just great. You could just get on it and drive or go around. You don't have to go anywhere in particular.
Yeah, Look, it's if you've never been out there, it's worth checking out one time. I've been there a couple of times
time?
working. Well, no, more than once.
One
If you're-
time?
if you're
A
into
romantic
boats-
I didn't hear. I think there's a little
You're
shade
talking to
there.
Mike Mayo.
There's a little shade there.
The curmudgeon, Mike
There's a little
Mayo.
shade there.
Well, I get to be a cranky old man. It's like the Super Bowl. If somebody gave me a Super Bowl pass now, you know what? I probably
wouldn't
wouldn't
go.
go. It's
I
just
agree
too
with
much
you
of
on
a
that one.
scene.
I
Yeah.
agree with you on that. I've
Yeah.
covered the Super Bowl a few
But
times.
The
I
boat
mean,
show. Look, for people who are into boats and the latest,
pretty.
you know,
It's
the
really
latest
cool.
nautical gadgets and all the kind of cool toys out
yeah.
there.
I mean, it's
a
fun
must
just to
attend.
dream. I mean, I go out there and I sit and I take Instagrammable pictures and pretend it's my boat. You know, I mean, you know, in this Instagram world,
That's the whole allure,
That's
is-
the whole thing. You
Yeah.
want to look wealth adjacent.
Yep. And
You want to look
we
like
got
it's
plenty
yours.
of that here.
Go pretend.
And no, and you know, I'm not going to call her baby mama. The mother of my daughter,
Michelle,
Michelle.
we know her name.
Michelle, okay. Ex-wife. We're friends.
say
Everything's
Michelle.
good. She works in the marine industry, and
Uh-huh.
this
Oh, that's
is
cool.
a huge week for everybody in the marine industry, which is a vital part of the local economy. And she goes out there a couple of days, does a little bit of client, kind of
Relations.
schmoozing with different clients. They are in the marine surveying industry. They survey electrical systems on mega yachts, and business is booming for them. Every
Yeah.
time there's a boat, whether the boat show is here is the big one. There's other ones in the area, but business, like they just get so much business after these boat shows when there's buying and
Yeah,
selling
and our
going on.
hospitality workers are out there busting their butts, making back hopefully some of their losses, you know, from the
Yeah,
pandemic.
pandemic,
And it just feels things are back to normal, doesn't it?
Doesn't
Yeah,
it? Yeah,
I'm living
it's,
like it
thank goodness for vaccines and boosters and
Oh,
yeah.
I thought you said you weren't getting political.
That's not
No,
political.
why
That
is
is
that
health and
political?
science.
That
and
shouldn't be
the
political.
fact that it became seen as political is a little bit sad.
It's strange to me.
We're talking about science and pandemics and
Being safe for
and
everyone
again,
else.
I feel I got
So
my
good.
5th shot and it's all good. I'm ready to go.
Speaking of political,
I'm
early
invincible.
voting started.
It is up
That's-
this
yes.
week. Yep.
I'm going to go vote at the...
Wait, has it in Broward?
Yes.
This week,
Yeah.
yep.
It started in
I'm gonna go
and
tomorrow.
yeah, I'm going to go tomorrow the African American Research Library.
Oh, I didn't realize early voting started.
Yep.
That's how behind
well,
I am. Because
remember I told you I was canvassing the other day.
That's right.
Watching
so
them
you
count
know better than me
absentee
because
ballots.
I'm out of that whole news world now, and all I know is that
I'm a county
I've got
employee.
my mom's absentee ballot came in the mail.
Did you send it in?
She's going to be sent. Well,
Okay.
what she
If she
does is
sent it in, I watched it
she,
being counted.
She fills it out, and then I drop it off at the early voting site when I go do my early voting. So that's the way we roll. Everybody should vote. It's an important midterm election. No matter how you feel, make your voice heard.
Everybody should vote because it's a privilege we talk about in other countries where they don't have democracies and they don't have opportunities, and we go defend that. So, like, if
Right.
we're going to go to war in other places
Well,
to give
everybody-
them the opportunity to have a democracy, why don't we exercise our right? And when you're talking from a multicultural perspective, you know, I worked in Jackson, Mississippi. I know a lot of people who suffered for this right. So
Everybody
it's
who's
all
legally
I can
entitled
do.
to vote should vote.
Go vote.
Well, yeah.
Otherwise, Ron DeSantis might come after you. But
There
yeah,
you
if,
go.
If you're not a citizen or if you
Yeah.
haven't had your
And if you
civil
say,
rights
okay, I don't know
restored-
who to vote for, there are lots of guides online, but
There's a
also
lot.
to take an opportunity to take a look because people think it's just the big candidates, but the local elections, they go by such few votes. And those are the ones that really affect
Matter,
us
yeah,
immediately.
matter.
That's
Yep,
the
yep.
They're
one
real-
that shapes your
They all
immediate
matter.
life.
But when we're talking about school board, or when we're talking about our property taxes, or we're talking about our sewers, I mean, think of the things that now you're looking at homes. The things that really,
No.
really, really affect
a lot
Our day-to-day,
and a lot of
the
the
day-to-day.
municipalities move their elections from February and March to the general elections in November, just so there would be more turnout.
people, yep.
Yeah.
But there's also more confusion because people don't pay attention as
Yep,
much.
yep.
I know my city, Dania Beach, we have a full slate of commission candidates on there, and I've got to do some homework in the next couple of weeks, and we'll figure out what's going on at the bottom of the ballot, which, because like you said, that's the one that hits home the hardest. That is your immediate surroundings.
Yes.
Is how much is your local property tax going to be?
Taxes.
How much is the garbage
Stuff with
collection going to be?
insurance,
And how many days are they going to pick up the trash? All these
Yep,
things.
yep. Stuff you don't think
local.
about that
All
actually is your
politics is
everyday.
local. Hey, let's take our last break, and then we'll wrap up this Visit Lauderdale edition,
feast.
boat show edition of the Lunchbox from Southport Raw Bar in Fort Lauderdale after these words. Do you like pizza? Who doesn't like pizza? Well, my spot for pizza is the Pizza Spot. It's in that little bit hard to find Riverside Park neighborhood of Fort Lauderdale, but it's totally easy to love. It's at 601 Southwest 12th Avenue, New Haven style. A pizza from Wade and Reese. It's a lovely outdoor spot. You could also pick up pies to go at 754-779-7788. 754-779-7788. Again, they're open every day but Monday for lunch and dinner. Some of the best pizza I've ever had. Go to Pizza Spot. They also have subs, salads, and more. Tell them the Gambling Gourmet sent you. If you like seafood in a comfortable setting, outdoors, even keel fish shack at the corner of A1A and Commercial Boulevard in Lauderdale by the Sea, that's my spot. It's upscale food in a down-home setting. The chef owners, Dave and Brad, do a terrific job with all the seafood classics that you want. They have the best grilled oysters in town, bang bang shrimp, lobster rolls, and deli fish specials. They also have weekend brunch Saturday and Sunday. They have deli happy hour 4 to 7, and they also have other weekly specials like mussels on Monday and oysters on Tuesday. Go to Even Keel Fish Shack and tell them that the Lunchbox sent you. If you're looking for a great place for steaks, seafood, and more, go to Tropical Acres Steakhouse and Butcher Shop. It's at 2500 Griffin Road in Dania, just west of I-95 in the airport. They've been there a long time, since 1949. That means they're doing something right. You'll get old school hospitality from the Studiali family, along with great value, tremendous service. Of course, you could also go into the bar for happy hour every day, 4 to 6. The early bird special runs from 4:30 to 5:30, and they have great value all night long. Also, a butcher shop that's open every day from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. except Sunday. The dining room is open every day at 4:30 except Sunday. Go to Tropical Acres. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. Hey, it's Mike Mayo. When the Brooklyn boy in me wants a good bagel with Nova or some matzo ball soup, homemade knishes, or a great deli pastrami sandwich on rye, you know where I go? Grandpa's Cafe in Dania Beach. It's been around a long time, an institution, but a little over a year ago, a pair of New Yorkers came in, bought it, and refurbished the place. It's beautiful, and they are now serving great breakfast, brunch, lunch. They've got the omelets, they've got eggs Benedict, they've got all kinds of great baked goods like rugelach. Grandpa's is just off Federal Highway on Southwest 1st Street in Dania Beach. It's open 7 days. Go in there, tell them that the Lunchbox sent you. And I'm looking for some wicked good food for a wicked good lunch. There's only one place to go. That's Wicked Cheesesteaks in Fort Lauderdale. It's at 4824 North Federal Highway, just south of Commercial Boulevard and across from Holy Cross Hospital. My friend Brian there, he will hook you up with some really tasty treats. They've got cheesesteaks, just like the best you can find in Philly, along with lobster rolls, because that's where he's from, Maine originally. And they have wings and pizza and everything you want to have a really good time. Wicked Cheesesteaks, they're open every day but Tuesday. Go in there on a Wednesday. They got buy one, get one on cheesesteaks from 5 to 8 p.m. Check them out online, wickedcheesesteaks.com. Tell them the Lunchbox sent. Hey, we're back on the Lunchbox. We're at Southport Raw Bar with
And I'm enjoying
Neki
it
Mohan
immensely.
Visit Lauderdale. Neki is getting down and dirty with that Old Bay shrimp.
Oh my goodness!
It's
if you
good.
don't,
Isn't that good?
I'll even take it to go if you
Peel
don't want the
and
rest
eat.
there.
And you know what? Sometimes
I want to like dab it on the mahi.
I
Oh,
do
yeah, it'd be
enjoy
great- it'd be
getting-
great on the rice as well.
I
Yeah.
do enjoy getting a little
Luby's
bit
going for the rice.
sloppy here
The
at
rice is
Southport.
all yours, Lubie.
Hey, besides the boat show, we've got Halloween creeping up on us on Monday,
Yeah,
and we were just
I was
talking.
a Wakanda warrior yesterday
Oh, nice.
for the Jack and Jill trunk or treat.
Good for you.
Yeah, yep,
So
yep.
I don't know about you, Lubie. I don't get much into this. Well, I'm a curmudgeon. So, but you know, my daughter, who's going to be 17, high school junior, they're they like to go to parties. There's going to be a party this weekend, and she got her costume a couple of weeks ago at one of those.
Have you seen it?
Halloween. I was there
Is it
when she
appropriate?
purchased
Is
it.
it a
I had to
sexy,
give her
naughty-
I had to hand over the credit card when she and her friend they
Yeah.
bought these matching like some sort of like GI Jane.
Oh, they're doing a
or
duo.
That's
Special
gonna be
forces.
happening.
Like one of them is an Army Ranger. The other one is like a I don't know if it's a Marine, but they have these kind of like camouflage type.
You know
outfits.
what? I missed that. Remember that? Did you ever go to the Vizcaya costume party?
I never did. No.
It was very, very fun. They get a lot of.
Okay. Yeah. No. I for some reason. They didn't think of me on their social calendar. I never got invited to the white parties. You know, everybody dresses up in white. I guess,
You're the investigative reporter. You're the one that was going to catch everyone
We did.
doing
We
the
went to the
stuff.
Winterfest launch last week because Boat Parade is December 10th. and Winterfest launch starts off the activities, and the theme was Neon Under the Sea.
Okay, I don't know what to do with that. but
Everyone,
okay.
I saw all the shirts everyone bought from Amazon last minute when they were freaking out, wondering what am I going to wear to this.
Exactly.
This is crazy. We really are in the season now.
Yes.
We got Boat Show. I'm looking at, all right,
Yeah.
Election Day is November 8th. Obviously, that's big. Veterans Day, I guess, is the 11th. Then we've got Thanksgiving.
Yep.
We've got the Boat Show on December 10th.
Yep.
Jerkfest is what weekend? It's
November 13th, Miramar
November
Regional
13th.
Park.
Jesus.
So
So
it's
there's a
right
ton going on
after
right
the
now.
elections and Veterans Day. This is all
And then we
big
have
stuff.
we have so many things. You got to go to visitlauderdale.com. We have so many things going on. We have so many sporting events where people come down and they have football tournaments, and it's a pop-in time of year for
The
us.
World Cup's
It
coming,
is.
and that's
we've
like a
got
worldwide
the World
event.
Cup. We're going to be doing some. That's the other thing I want
Super
to do
stoked for
with
that.
Visit Lauderdale and you guys is during the World Cup. All these different countries have all
American,
these little
Caribbean.
rooting,
Little
watering
sport-
holes and
European.
restaurants where
Sports
people
bars.
congregate.
Right.
Not even sports bars, Brazilian
Have you
restaurants.
been to a World Cup?
I've never. That's the one major
I
event
have.
I've never
Oh, you
covered.
have?
I
I
did a
have when
women's World
Trinidad
Cup.
when
Actually,
Trinidad
that
was in the World
counts.
Cup in 2006.
Okay,
I
I
was
did
there.
the Women's World Cup in '98, the one
that
where
Brazil?
Brandy Chastain hit the winning goal
The
in
women,
overtime.
actually,
or
there's
the
a game.
Shootout, yeah.
I have to look it up. There's a woman. The U.S. women's team is in town in the next couple weeks.
Nice, all right. So
yeah,
that's another
within the
thing
next
on
couple
the
weeks.
calendar.
At Drive Pink. So as you know, the U.S. is not top in the world for men's soccer, but they are for women's soccer.
Nice.
So that's why they need to be paid equally.
Oh, you
There's
know
my-
the other thing happening?
I'm not even going to fight Nikki on
The
that.
other thing happening in Lauderdale at Drive Pink Stadium, there next to Lockhart Stadium,
Yep.
in the middle of December, is the state high school football championship.
Hey.
Oh, yeah, it's
For
coming
the-
up. Yep, it's in
This
December.
year, they usually alternate between Gainesville, Tallahassee,
Uh-huh.
Yep,
and I
yep.
didn't realize they would ever have it down here. But this year, I know this because both my daughter's school and some friends'
Heritage is
schools,
great.
Heritage has a great team. Chaminade Madonna is
Yep.
ranked number one
You
in the
just-
country.
Really?
You just have
And
to
St.
look at the
Thomas.
NFL draft.
Thomas,
There's
yeah.
always someone from
Cardinal
South
Gibbons
Florida
is good these
in
days.
this draft.
All these kind of
Miami
top-ranked,
schools.
really good high school teams
I do.
seem to be in Broward this year, and
Yep.
the championship games are also going to be in Broward mid-December.
Oh, that's
so
Yeah.
cool.
that's
Yeah.
going to be a
a big
lot
deal.
of fun.
Yes,
for-
the
and
15th through the 17th at Drive Pink, because I know
Yeah.
I had to literally build out our calendar for our staff
Oh,
at
wow.
Visit Lauderdale
And-
for them to help me, because I can't go to all those things.
We'll get a lot of visitors in town from other parts of the state, and
Yeah.
they should go to visitlauderdale.com or Let's Eat South Florida if they need recommendations of
Yeah,
where
we
to go.
haven't been pumping the Let's Eat Facebook page. Come on.
Because it's already
It-
too
it
big.
organically
91,000,
grows.
enough already.
It
That's
organically
like when they
grows.
when they
Enough
hit
already.
100,000. No, it's
Go there,
It's-
everyone on your page, have them donate $1 so that we can build out the other platforms for this show.
It'd be wonderful. Work for me.
Put a GoFundMe on there. Lubie's like, it's not a bad idea.
I'm not against
Facebook
it now.
was allowing.
We take
that
all
at that
help.
point.
We
But-
take all help.
All right. Well, we could always do Kickstarter, or I could just start
There you
sending
go.
outside.
You know,
on
it's so important because when
17th
people
Street with a tin
people
can.
always ask me now because they do see us on the Facebook page, where do I go to do this? Where do I, and I am just a wealth of information thanks to you, Mike Mayo.
Yes.
Of where to get everything from that sandwich from the bear, broad shoulders,
Broad shoulders,
to
yep.
Anything
And
vegan.
we're gonna continue
more,
doing
the most
that
vegan
all
ice cream.
season long.
Cleveland's has the most vegan. They tag me now whenever they make a new batch of vegan. They have pumpkin going on right now.
We're going to be spotlighting all
Yeah.
these different places, everyone under the sun, every
Because
dish
of
under
you,
the
I may
sun.
get a Weight Watchers endorsement.
Hey, we take all sponsors.
Yeah, and
we
we've got
honor them.
another busy week. I hear music. Does that mean we're
Are we
almost
done? He's
done?
playing us off like at the Academy
No,
Awards.
that's good
Like the
because
Apollo, yeah, I'm
tomorrow
playing
I've got
you
the
up.
rest of the week. Let's see, nowhere tomorrow. We're back in the man caves.
And then
Friday
Friday.
we're going to be out at Wicked Cheesesteaks
Yes,
up
sir.
Fort Lauderdale, across from Holy Cross Hospital on North Federal Highway. And we'll do one of our remote segments with some lobster rolls and cheesesteaks at
Yes.
Wicked Cheesesteaks. We love them.
Yeah, they do a great
and that's it for today. Thanks for tuning in a little bit late, but we're always on the web, available anytime. Remember to like and share us on the YouTube channel, SoFly Live. Is it SoFly Live
It's
or
South Florida Live or
Okay.
SoFly Live. Either
or
one works.
SoFly Live.
On the socials.
I'm working
Facebook.
on them.
Let's-
They got to
yeah,
do better with these
we're,
teases.
We're going to get there. We're getting there. It's a
I
work
can do
in
it.
progress.
We're working on Mayo.
WIP is the
We're working on
acronym
Mayo.
of the day. All right. Thanks, Neki
He's
Mohan.
brilliant.
Visit Lauderdale. And thanks, everybody. Thanks to Buddy Sherman and all the whole gang here at Southport Raw
They've
Bar
been
in Fort
awesome.
Lauderdale. Have a great boat show, everybody. And until tomorrow, enjoy every oyster, shrimp, and sandwich.